timeout, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Nix. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, here's Nix. Finding Bourne here over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott drops it to Blue. Complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
Yeah! There we go!
Prescott to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go!
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
It's the best top spin on the... I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hold on a second! Ready?
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Hold on a second! Ready?
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth
So
down.
on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. This is taken at the 23. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
28-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The Cowboys are 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now a second and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Watch it.
Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott going to change the play. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver's offense now set to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old mountain rock? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Nix to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he could really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The give to Williams, running right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Kill.
Here's Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. He hits blue. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones. Not having guys go through goalposts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Broncos, first down.
Nix from the shotgun. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Nix to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Folks kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll buy some time right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott now. Open man, right side, it's William. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll set up to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw again. Completes this one to Pickens. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Yeah, here we go.
And again, it's Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got room at the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. That's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. A good move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
That's another.
Here's Nix. Open man is Bull. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. The Cowboys 12-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson.
Complete to Jake Ferguson.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 8.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Prescott to throw it. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Nix. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And shut him through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This will get the lead up to 7. Folk's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go with glue between the tackles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Dak. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down, Dallas.
Here's Dak. Sliding out of the pocket.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. This defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game. Now 1st and goal. Prescott to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. My goodness. An unbelievable call in the late stages. But the fake works and gives him the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're kicking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Back to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.